He has fought everyone, and in the end, even the Pope has not been spared. A sitting American president turning his fire not only on rivals and allies, but on the spiritual head of over 1 billion Catholics, Pope Leo, a figure of moral authority, of continuity, reduced to something to be mocked, diminished, attacked. Weak on crime, terrible for foreign policy. A moral authority collapsed into a caricature. Nothing is spared, neither temporal authority nor spiritual authority. He lashes out in every direction like a man spinning with a loaded gun, firing sporadically until conflict itself becomes the point. Allies, enemies, rivals, partners, no distinction, no restraint. The Pope is not an exception. He was inevitable. This presidency did not unfold, it detonated. From the very beginning, it's been one long chain of clashes and threats, trade wars with allies, tariffs on friends, insults as diplomacy, Canada, the 51st state, the Panama Canal to be seized, Greenland to be acquired, a head of state dragged from his bed with his wife beside him, paraded in public. A show, not a scandal. Cuba tightened into suffocation. I'll take it, he says, because in his world nations are not nations, they're acquisitions. Then Iran, talks in Oman, signals of progress, then bombs, and again, dialogue as cover, diplomacy as camouflage, war as punctuation. And through it all, one idea: power answers to nothing, not law, not morality, not even logic. Gaza, a Riviera, rubble reimagined. Genocide rebranded. This is Trumpism, violence spoken in the language of real estate. And then the Pope. This is not politics. This is a clash of moral universes. Trump claims Christianity, claims to defend it, to embody it. Yet what emerges in the White House is not faith, but spectacle. Evangelical charlatans, hands raised, cameras flashing, elevating him as the Messiah. And then inevitably he elevates himself, white robes, a glowing hand, masquerading as the Saviour, as Christ himself. Because power, when left unchecked, doesn't stop, it expands, and then it mythologizes itself. And that is where it collides with the Pope. Because the Pope is clear: no sanctifying war, no blessing destruction, no turning faith into a weapon. I don't think the message of the gospel is meant to be abused. There is a better way, he says. This is not incidental. It comes from somewhere, from Latin America, from a gospel of liberation, from the legacy of Pope Francis, from liberation theology, a Christianity that stands with the poor, the oppressed, the dispossessed. And this is the essence of faith. In Christianity, in Islam, to refine the human being, to elevate the soul individually and collectively, to resist the pull of domination, to restrain the self against ego, against greed, against the hunger for power. This stands in direct opposition to Trumpism and to the Christianity that sustains it, evangelical, Zionist, a political theology that manipulates religion and turns it into a tool of subjugation and aggression. And then there's J.D. Vance, a Catholic convert, silent while Trump insults the Pope. That tells you everything about his mettle, about this administration, opportunistic, hypocritical. Trump doesn't just wield power, he tries to become it. A medieval emperor, a shadow of God on earth, beyond limits, beyond accountability. And so the question emerges: is he Christ or the Antichrist? Not theologically, politically. A figure built on deception, deceit, grievance, spectacle, force. The leader is no longer a servant. He becomes the state, not accountable, anointed, not constrained, sanctified. Everything else becomes expendable. Everything except one man, because for all his battles abroad and at home, there is one man he doesn't fight: Benjamin Netanyahu, Bibi as he calls him. He doesn't fight him, he fights for him. He doesn't wage wars against him, he wages wars for him. From Gaza to Manab, children are killed for him. And here, everything changes. No mockery, no threats, only alignment, at times even deference. And you've got to ask why the man who bullies everyone suddenly behaves, holds back, He stands while Netanyahu sits. The posture shifts, the hierarchy inverts, the master becomes subordinate. Why? It's not just alignment. Yes, they share a worldview, subjugation, conquest, morality as inconvenience. But this feels like something more, something hidden, something darker, a leash, an invisible noose. And some might say the answer lies buried in the files of Jeffrey Epstein.